Yeah. Okay. Listen. So everybody said we wouldn't come back. Everybody said that we would never make it, but here we
We're
are
here,
again,
baby.
right?
Here
We
we are,
made
baby.
it. Okay. So I
Explain the background. Let's do
yeah.
it.
Listen. Okay. So every episode, I've been doing everything within my power to slowly make it back to the studio in Hamilton. I'm trying everything that I can. Uh, Things took a weird turn. So last time you guys saw me, I was in beautiful Estonia. It was snowing. I was on a rooftop. It was a gorgeous Christmas scene. Now I'm looking a little scarier. Let me ask you guys this: have you guys ever heard of the term frogging?
The what? What?
Frogging, yeah. Is that gonna be a
No.
yes or no? Okay,
It'll be a
so
no.
you may have heard of the term squatting. It's something
Okay.
that homeless people do. They'll find a dilapidated building and kind of stay there without paying rent. So that's what I thought I was doing at first, as I made my way across secretly on a ship to Canada. But it turns out I'm not squatting because above me, from this creepy furnace basement, is a family that doesn't know I'm here. That is the term frogging. It's when someone secretly lives in your house without you knowing, whether it's the attic or the basement.
So it's the movie Parasite.
Yeah, I am that guy saying,
confused.
"Thank
Wow.
you, bless," and I'm headbutting the lights.
I'm
Wow.
lost.
Dee's not seen Parasite.
Okay, so there's yeah,
I'm so lost
I'm a
right now. Where
frogger.
are we?
I'm jumping across the highway if you're from the 80s. But no, so listen, I'm making my way downtown, working hard, walking fast, homebound.
Wow.
But on the way, I need to eat. I mean, look, I got these new digs that I stole from the family. I'm looking, I'm looking pretty fly. I'm working my way up slowly, right? I've been wearing nothing but a green sweater for the last 3 or 4 episodes.
I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm
I'm
so
making
lost
my way
right now.
to you, and I'm by any means. And right
I'm
now,
so
that means
confused.
secretly hiding in someone's house and eating their food every time they leave to go to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna like sneak onto the back of a truck, ride it down the highway for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna jump onto the top of a truck, and then when I see a log on the river, I'm gonna jump on that, and I'm eventually I'll get to you guys.
I am so lost. I don't get it. How do people live in people's house and they don't know?
Well, there's
I know when there's like ants in my house. Like what?
right. Well, I mean, so I'm being a little loud right now, but otherwise, froggers are usually quiet creatures that will find a way into someone's house if they don't have a security system. So it's like being a robber, where you break into someone's house, except then you just stay there. It's like Inside Man, where you go to rob a bank, but then you just build a wall and you live in the bank for
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But how does the people not know that someone's in their house?
It's a thing. I don't know. It's a statistic.
It's impossible.
Wait, okay,
how you
so I'll
can
say this.
know.
So maybe it doesn't happen too often in America, even though I'm sure it does, like hundreds of times a year. But I think it's mostly in other places like Japan and China, because apartments, I guess, just easier to break into because it's like kind of apartments stacked on top of each other, and they like live in the ventilation and stuff, and then wait until the person goes to work, and then they like come out and then start eating food from your fridge, and then go back in. And there's like footage of a 60-year-old woman that like crawled out of the vent. It was very scary.
Oh no!
Yeah. There's like
I
actual
don't want to see
videos
it, but
because people are like,
see that.
"Is my house haunted?" I keep hearing noises, and then food's missing and stuff. So they think it's a rat problem. So they set up a webcam secretly in their house, and then you get footage of these people like crawling out of vents.
See, that's
like,
the thing where it's like you can't. There's no way you can eat my food, and I'm not knowing. Like, I know.
Not if you're the only one living there, but if it's like a family, people don't talk to each other. There's like, who's eating all the cheese strings?
Yeah. Okay. In that sense, then yeah.
Who's eating just the crust of the pizza that you left out last night? Who's eating that? Where's it gone?
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of now we're here, I do have to go because I hear the family coming. I think they're gonna capture me, guys. So you guys are more than welcome to keep going, but I gotta try to
climb through the vents.
We gotta it's all
good.
We're we'll wrap this one up.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, don't feel pressure to. But yeah, I think I gotta go.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up. Yeah, this was a great episode, guys. Joe, be safe.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's also, another Joe, great day. Some toilet roll over your shoulder. You should definitely take that with you.
Yeah, exactly. Take it with me while I pop a squat in the backyard and pretend it was the dog.
Yeah.
Wow, so ruthless.
Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes.
Take it easy.
I'll make my way to you guys eventually. I'll get there. But yeah, until then, see you guys later.
Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Be safe.
Bye.
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 I hit a bit of a snag, Darren. I'm
Yeah, what
afraid to
happened
say
here?
I don't think I'll make it to the studio. I thought I was closing in. I'd made it to Canada. I was on the East Coast. I was moving west. Um, but let me just start from the beginning, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
As
I'm
we
here for
know,
it.
winter is upon us, you know?
Yes.
So that includes snowstorms and the like. Um, it can make roads very dangerous. So I was driving west. I was making my way towards Quebec, and I
Walking
I was
fast.
I was driving fast. I ended up stealing
Oh
the
yeah.
vehicle. Not gonna say what the license plate was, so they don't find me. But I'm driving. I'm
Don't
whipping
do that.
in the nighttime, and there was a snowstorm, and I ended up accidentally driving off the guardrail and down a slope, a mountain slope, and I thought I was gonna die. I ended up knocking myself unconscious. But when I came to, I was in this bed that you now see me in. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm saved. At first, there was a bit of worry. I'm like, am I going to get arrested? Is it the Russians? Is this like a holding cell? But I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And then so I prepared to get up to get myself some warm milk in wherever I found myself, but I couldn't seem to move my legs. I don't know what was going on. I was like, what's happening? And then let me just share my screen with you. And then when
I'm getting nervous here.
yeah, when I well, I feel like I'm losing my cool here, but I've been in this bed for 6 days now. It's been like a solid week
Wow.
since this accident happened, and the person who opened the door when I heard the noise coming, the door steps towards the bedroom, was this lady right here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie something.
Well, yeah, she said that she was a big fan of my work, of the books that I've written, and her favorite book of mine was Misery.
Oh my god.
She took a hammer to my kneecaps because I said I wanted to leave. Yeah, she's kept me prisoner.
Yikes.
Anyway, but I'm doing okay. Aside from that,
So basically you're being held captive right now with broken knees.
yeah, I can't really go anywhere. I'm just stuck in this bed. But hey, I mean, look on the bright side. I'm being fed every
Oh
day,
my
nice and
god.
warm. The Russians can't find me because she brought me to a place where no one can hear me scream. So I'm good.
That sounds.
Some pros and cons.
That sounds fun, I guess. I don't
It's an
know.
adventure. I might die
It's
here, but
different.
it's a
Do you have
yeah,
like a getaway plan?
bro. Right now, I'm like, I feel like any second now she's gonna bring in some other person and human centipede us. I don't know, man. Right now, my
Oh
mission
yeah, you
is to
gotta be
stay alive.
careful. You gotta
Yeah.
get, especially if the legs are broken. That's probably gonna could happen. I'm your
Oh yeah.
host, the Darren G.
And
Followed
I
by
am
my
the Jovan.
hey.
And I don't know if you can see my background, but check the other room. Did I make it to the studio?
Looks like you're in the studio. Yeah, are you in the studio? What the
Yeah.
heck?
Well, listen.
Are you next door to me right now?
Well, listen. I wanted to give you a little flicker of hope as we enter 2021, but fortunately, no. I'm
Oh,
not. It was all facade.
uh-huh.
I'm still trapped. I'm still bedbound by the woman who kidnapped me. Yeah, sorry to say.
Damn,
I
no.
learned how to do a new trick though. She doesn't bind my feet anymore because my feet can do this. All the bone are gone because she smashed stuff. So now I can
I
just
was
break.
just supposed to ask. I was gonna say, how have you recovered? Looks like
I have not. She's continually
limbless.
broken my bones. So
Wow.
yeah,
Damn.
but it's been 2 weeks. She hasn't given me internet until now, until I proved that I was a good boy. So now I
Okay.
get to do this podcast. Yeah, I'm not calling the police or
Wow.
anything. This comes first. Podcast comes first, then my own safety comes second. Yeah,
Wow.
and also she's
Wow.
standing right there. She's just staring at me angrily. Yeah, but
Just
I'm a
making
good boy. I
sure you're
swear.
doing what you say.
Yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
I'm
That is
still captive, but having a good time, making the best out of it. Right,
you gotta
silver
find an
lining, all that stuff.
well, I'm on headphones, but you gotta find an escape route somehow. Get your ass out
Right.
of
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Yes, I should definitely eat more apricots, he says. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, she's
Yeah.
smiling. She
That'd be good.
agrees. Yep. Okay.
Love.
So first thing straight off the bat, this is just tradition, is our locations and what's going on. So I wouldn't say that I was in particular mortal danger last time you guys saw me on the last episode, but I was clearly in a pickle. I had been locked down to a bed for at least 2 to 4 weeks. I had my legs severely beaten, and now I'm in a different location. Let's just say this. Sticks work wonders, you know? I mean, what's the first thing we did as Homo sapiens? We got weapons, you know? That was kind of the thing, right? We like to think it was something more subtle, like it was fire, but I'm pretty sure it was like batons. Like we just grabbed sticks and we used it to fight, and then all of a sudden we were more powerful than all the other animals. So I just played off of that primordial fear and just anger, and I got myself out of that place. You know, they say toxic relationships, you got to drop them. So that's what I did. I dropped a lady and I skipped Dodge.
And sorry to interrupt. Did your legs recover okay?
No. So fun fact, if you just hold on to them, you can just run. Yeah, it's like a life hack. You just grab onto your legs and then walk them, and you just you look like Spaghetti Man, but you can work your way out of there. Yeah. So they'll slowly heal. I'll just say this: the convenience store I'm at, nobody is speaking English. I don't exactly know where I am, but I'm seeing characters instead of letters. So something tells me I'm on the east side of the planet, even though there's no actual east or west. But when you look at an atlas, yeah, something tells me I'm over there. I don't know how I went from Canada to this other place. The lady who took me was clearly a Canadian, but yeah, I mean, I guess being strapped to a bed for a long period of time, maybe I passed out at some point, didn't realize how long I'd been gone, but you know, I'm back, bye-bye! Now I just got to make my way back to Canada again, but I'll get there slowly but surely.
All those borders are closed, so...
Yeah. Where I'm at, there's no problem. There's no infection going on. The place is nice and clean. They were a little scared when they saw me, but they're letting me use their free Wi-Fi. So I'm back to another podcast. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, exactly. Like we're 10 episodes in now. It's definitely a tradition at this point. We talk about our locations and where we're at. So you guys started by saying that you are in the heart of Toronto. And Darren, actually, I'm curious, where are you located right now?
I'm at Dave & Buster's.
Nice, and I guess it's empty because we're in lockdown. So, would you break in, or are you the manager? Are you just hanging out?
I'm just hanging out. They are closed for lockdown, but they needed some social media stuff, so I just came in, see what's good, check the lighting up in here. They need to work on the lighting, but you know, it is what it is. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I feel like the black lighting aesthetic might it'll be a new thing where it just shows where people sneezed and try to stay away from touching stuff. Yeah, it's the future. Yeah. Okay, so now last I talked to you, Darren, I had finally escaped a pickle that I was in. You know, for a couple episodes, I had been kidnapped and I was bedbound and had my legs broken, but I was able to escape using the monkey logic of grabbing a stick and just whacking someone over the head. So I escaped. I ended up in a convenience store where people were not speaking English, and I saw characters instead of letters, so I assumed I was in the East. And what I've now come to realize, as you can see behind me, is that COVID is no longer a thing where I am, and old tech is new tech. So I just had to assume that I've now time traveled. That might not be the case. This might be this weird flash mob, and they're like, "Ha, gotcha, you're infected." But I'm pretty sure that I am in the year 2001. Bum bum.
I can't believe that's 20 years ago, first of all.
Yeah, exactly. People think the 80s was 20 years ago. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Literally, the year 2000 was 20 years ago. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And, too, like, I remember back in the day when I was working with this one gentleman. He was born in